The Life and Death of the Mayor of Casterbridge by Thomas Hardy.
Henchard, the mayor, watches Donald Farfrae work on the books with admiration and a hint of pity for his attention to detail. Despite his own lack of interest in such matters, Henchard recognizes Farfrae's skill and dedication to the task at hand. Farfrae is initiating himself into the managerial work of the house by overhauling the books, which had become soiled and difficult to decipher. Henchard himself was mentally and physically unfit for such work, having received an education that did not include penmanship. He finds it odd that he wishes to speak to Farfrae on a family matter after meeting him purely on business grounds. However, he is a lonely man with nobody else to speak to. Henchard enters the office where Farfrae is working late into the night and watches him clear up numerical fogs that had almost baffled even his perspicacity. Henchard admires Farfrae's dexterity but also pities anyone who could care about such finikin details. He stands behind Farfrae's chair as he works, observing silently. Later, Henchard walks through his garden towards the stores and granaries. He sees a light shining from the office window and can see that Farfrae is still working there. He enters without interrupting him and watches as he continues to work on clearing up Henchard's books. In summary, these pages reveal that Henchard has hired Farfrae to help manage his business affairs due to his own lack of skill in certain areas. Despite their professional relationship, there may be some level of personal connection or trust between them as evidenced by Henchard's desire to speak with him about a family matter. (1) How does Henchard feel about Farfrae's work on the books? Henchard admires Farfrae's skill and dedication to the task at hand as he watches him work on clearing up the numerical fogs that had almost baffled even his perspicacity. However, he also pities anyone who could care about such finikin details. 2. What is Henchard's education background and how does it relate to his opinion of bookkeeping? Henchard had received an education that did not include penmanship, and he finds it a tantalizing art. He is mentally and physically unfit for the task of grubbing subtleties from soiled paper. This suggests that Henchard's lack of education in bookkeeping may have contributed to his dislike of the task and his admiration for Farfrae's skill in this area. 3. What is the nature of Henchard and Farfrae's relationship? Henchard and Farfrae have a professional relationship, as Henchard has hired Farfrae to help manage his business affairs due to his own lack of skill in certain areas. However, there may be some level of personal connection or trust between them as evidenced by Henchard's desire to speak with him about a family matter. 4. Why does Henchard enter the office where Farfrae is working late into the night? Henchard enters the office where Farfrae is working late into the night to observe his dexterity in clearing up the numerical fogs which had been allowed to grow so thick in Henchard's books. 5. What does Henchard observe as he watches Farfrae work on the books? Henchard observes Farfrae's dexterity in clearing up the numerical fogs which had been allowed to grow so thick in Henchard's books as almost to baffle even the Scotchman's perspicacity. 6. How does Farfrae react to Henchard's presence in the office? The text does not provide a clear indication of how Farfrae reacts to Henchard's presence in the office. However, he does not seem to be bothered by it and continues working on the books. 7. What is the significance of the wood carvings in the chimneypiece that Farfrae is looking at? The text does not provide any information about the significance of the wood carvings in the chimneypiece that Farfrae is looking at. 8. Why does Henchard find it odd that he wishes to speak with Farfrae about a family matter? Henchard finds it odd that he wishes to speak with Farfrae about a family matter because they had met on a purely business ground, and it was only the end of the first day. 9. What do these pages reveal about Henchard's character and personality? These pages reveal that Henchard is a lonely man who is willing to confide in others, even if they are new acquaintances. He also seems to have a sense of regret and guilt about his past mistakes, such as the loss of his wife due to his own fault. Additionally, he is shown to be observant and interested in Farfrae's work on the books. 10. How do these pages contribute to our understanding of the novel as a whole? These pages contribute to our understanding of the novel as a whole by introducing the characters of Henchard and Farfrae and their relationship. They also provide insight into Henchard's personality and his past mistakes, which will become important themes throughout the novel. Additionally, the pages establish a sense of loneliness and isolation that is present in many of the characters, which will be explored further as the story progresses.